I have found fresh filth. Fresh, dirty filth. So sit back, relax and enjoy while I share with you a very satisfying clean up and some hidden filth that I have found around the house. How many times can I say filth? Filth. But firstly, let's welcome the new members of the Spray Monsters. That is Purple Butterfly, April Litwin, Katrina B, Gem and Purple Knight. Thank you all so much for joining the Spray Monsters and welcome on board, you early access little ferrets, you ferrets, bald ferrets. Bald ferrets out in the wilderness with a few tufts of fur left on your bodies. Yes, imagine that saying. Don't even know where that came from. I really don't know where that came from. I'm on one because I'm so flipping tired. You know when you're just so tired, like heat tired is the best way I can describe it. That's what I've got. And I've barely been out the house. I've been in the house scrubbing. The back garden is like a flipping sauna. Yes, I'm using a window wiper to wipe down my sink because, yeah, it's really hard to drain. I'm keeping with the Flash Apple Blossom one that I've got going on because it's absolutely beautiful. And every time I use it, my middle son, Alex, is always like, oh, so nostalgic, that smell. I don't know what he's referring to, but he says it reminds him of something when he was younger. So apparently I've got to get loads more of it, which I'm going to do anyway because this spray is beautiful and I always use it in the kitchen. Using a window wiper on your surfaces is so easy and it just really helps dry things off nice and quickly. I use it when I'm full of crumbs as well. If I just don't want to vacuum the work surfaces, I just wipe it all down. Hits the floor, hits the deck, and then I get the hoover out and start sucking it all up and let that do the job. Windowsill, getting a nice little clean over. I have had plants up here before, but I'm not doing it anymore because it's encouraging the flies. And that's my mission, is I'm on to tackle the fly situation. It's driving me absolutely up the wall. And everybody I speak to is saying they're having the same problem. I don't know what's going on, but I am becoming more and more every single day obsessed with cleaning. Like I'm wondering if it's actually starting to get unhealthy. But I look at things and go, that's not clean enough. It's not clean enough. I'm not happy about that, and I have to clean it. I'm up till flipping late, cleaning borders of the house. I don't need to be cleaning at that time of night. Like I see a mark on the wall, I'm like, I need to rectify this situation. I will be there in my pyjamas, all quiet while everyone's trying to sleep, scrubbing away downstairs like a mad woman. Yes, I do. I'm going around doing the edges of the carpet liner on the stairs. These have held up really, really well. So getting those mats, I don't know if anybody has seen that video, but previously I got runners from Dunelm. I think they were like £6 a runner, and I stapled these to the stairs. Yep, and they've stuck. They have stayed with no grippers, no glue, nothing like that, just staples. And the staple gun was only like 11-12 quid from Argos. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I would get another one because that one drove me nuts. The amount of times I stapled that floor and had to like press down and staple it again because it just wouldn't lock on was a nightmare. And Nick kept saying to me, just get a better staple gun, Gab. And I'm like, yes, but I've just bought this one. Anyway, toothbrushes, I like to get these, 40p or whatever it is, quid for a pack. And I use them for scrubbing in those tiny little corners. And today's job is in the corners of the stairs because that's where it all collects. This side of the stairs is where drink gets spilled from my eldest when he takes cup of tea upstairs, and yeah, he normally spills it on the way up. As you can see, hair collects in here, dust. Yes, I had some really sad news today. Kim, the cleaner, Kim and Aggie, it was Aggie, wasn't it, passed away. Oh, it was so sad. I used to love watching that show when I was younger. I used to watch it all the time and find it so funny. And like, oh, some of the stuff that was found. But then again, if you see what's coming up in my video, Jesus, keep your eyes peeled because I've got some gunge coming your way. Some pure filth of gunge. Yes. I'm glad I found it now though, because I know to crack on with it. I moved the trampoline and I've moved it onto the grass. It doesn't squeak so much as well when they're on it, because it was starting to move off this little wreck of an area and go into my little flower beds. The trampoline was moving down. And I was like, no, you're destroying my little patch. I know I look like a mad woman pulling up the grass here, but I can't lawn mow this bit because there is an electrical wire going underground. You can see it, black wire there. and we need to do this area so that, one, you can't see the wire, it's protected, and two, I want to make another seating area here. I want one of those side parasols, you know. There's a bit of wood there in the middle of the wall. It's a like a green coloured bit of wood. I'm just post, there we go. And I want to attach one of those parasols that hang over. Yes, and have a nice little seating area in there, little fire pit. Oh, it'd be lovely. But I need to do the ground first. I need to level it and sort out the slabs. I want to paint slabs. Yes. Putting the bed sheets out, the most satisfying thing ever is fresh bed sheets. So everyone's going to have lovely, fresh smelling duvet covers and extra fleecy blankets. I know it's too hot for fleecy blankets, but they're a comfort, aren't they? Yeah. I mean, there's three of my boys that always have fleecy blankets at night, regardless of the heat. So I looked at the washing machine and I was like, God, you're dirty, ain't you? You're a bit of a dirty hole. That is a dirty hole and it needs scrubbing. So I was like, right, I'm going to do it today. And I'm going to use a washing machine cleaner that I've always been scared to use. You're going to think I'm mad. See, now this, I looked at this and I was like, that's filth. That's dirt, that is. It's actually a metal band that goes round in there. And I'm scrubbing away at it thinking it's dirt. It was just a rusted little metal band that goes round. I need a new washing machine. It works. Visually, I need a new washing machine. Functionally, I don't need a new washing machine. I think I just need to maintain it better. Anyway, I thought while I'm at it, I'll go around all the little bits and get all nice and fresh. And then when I put the cleaner in, oh, my washing machine's going to have its scrub. It's going to have its little splosh wash. So excited I was to use that cleaner. I've been scared to use it because I thought, I'm not going to do it right. I don't know how I'm supposed to do it. I mean, how stupid is that? That's just me, that is. It's me, like, reading the side of it going, oh, I ain't got a clue what that says, so I'm not doing it. So it's been sat under the sink for about 6 months, but it's coming out to play today. It's going in. But I want to do a little hand wash on it all first, because it obviously got the door seals and that. It's not going to get in there. I mean, it's not going to work wonders and do every single part of my washing machine for me. Can you imagine? That would be bliss. So I've got to do some manual labour, but it's coming up much nicer and it smells beautiful as well. So yeah, I keep thinking to myself, do you know what? I'm using the washing machine to wash our clothes, but I'm using a dirty tool. Right, wait for it, because it's disgusting. You're about to see it. I didn't know this was at the back. Look at that. It's like a cave of absolute filth. So I didn't know what to use, so I thought, I'll use this. I'm going to try it. I'm going to use some of this elbow grease and just see how well it does, because it was really chalky in there. It was really gritty, and you know, if you put a sponge on it, it's literally just going to stick. You're not even going to be able to scrub. So I thought I'll pop that in there, give it a little soak while I go and clean the tray, and then I'll come back to it and give it a wipe over and see how we go. Well, I can tell you now, I haven't cleaned that since we've had it. I cleaned the drawer. As you can see, there's barely anything wrong with it, but I don't clean inside there. Oh, I will from now on. I'm never letting that happen. That's so bad. There's me going, oh yeah, got lovely fresh sheets tonight, boys. Well, they've had to endure this first. This is what I'm washing them in. Anyway, I've got the toothbrush in there. I thought, right, we'll start off with the toothbrush, see how far we go, give in there a little scrub, but I couldn't get all the way to the back. Look at that. Isn't that gross? Look at it. Feast your eyes on that absolute disgustingness. It's like a cave of cheese, even though it's not. It smelt nice. That's the most bizarre thing ever. The most disgusting thing you can see, yet it smelt so good. Because it was all cleaning product from obviously where you've been washing clothes. I've been washing the clothes because it's my flipping washing machine that looks that bad. Anyone else's look like that? Go and open up your washing machine drawer and let me know in the comments if yours looks like that. Or are you very good and keep on top of it? Because I haven't. That bit below, that's peeled away, really bugs me. So I'm going to get some vinyl, some of that sticky stuff, and I'm going to re-stick the front of my washing machine so it looks brand new. And who's going to know? No one's going to know. No one's going to know. Don't tell anyone. And then I can just pretend it's always been like that. Look how well I keep my washing machine. Yes. Yes, it hasn't rusted. Look. It looks like a little toilet sitting there, doesn't it? A little toilet. But yeah, it's all nice and clean. So I pop the drawer back in and then we're going to go in with the washing machine cleaner. Oh yes, I'm pouring it all in the drawer. It says don't put it on a pre-wash. Well, mine doesn't really have that option. It's just a quick wash. I'm putting it on a 60. Whap it on. Or just had a notification to say that I've got a delivery coming. Yes. They're the best notifications you can get on your phone, is you know that there's a delivery coming, especially when it's something you've ordered for yourself. Ah, lovely and fresh. Look at that. Yes, you're good for another run. Get some stinky clothes in there. Get them all nice and washed because the weather today is beautiful. Christ, I ramble. I just looked at the time and I'm like, Jesus Christ. Honestly, sometimes I don't know how people tolerate my videos. But this top here of my little laundry basket, I didn't know that there was a towel left on there underneath a duvet that I'd put on here. I put a duvet on here because I didn't know where to put it, and I was like, I'll sort it later. Anyway, someone had a soaking wet towel, put it on there under the duvet. I don't know if it was like a hiding thing, and it made the wood go a bit mouldy. So I'm going to get some more mould spray. The little, what do I call it? What is it? Oh, blind. Yeah, there we go. Roller blind. Taken that down so I can scrub all the watermarks and the grot that has built up on top of it, because it bugs me every time I go into the bathroom. I just see it looking at me. It's like they're all there looking at me going, look at us. We are forming more families by the second, and we're getting bigger and dirtier. So I thought, no, I'm going to take you down. I'm going to give you a scrub, hang you back up. That was a mission. I was there for ages trying to get that back up. Obviously, you don't see it. I've cut it out. But I was there for flipping ages trying to get that blind. Yes, nicely done, yes. Then we're on to the limescale remover. My favourite, the best. If this doesn't make you want to buy it, I don't know what will. Because your taps will literally be like a mirror if you use that stuff. I'm not even joking. So I've sprayed it on the bath taps and the sink ones. I'm just going to leave them to soak while I tackle this little area, which I've been keeping more on top of lately because it does get really bad on here. Really bad. And the window, I've got to have the window fixed because the right side doesn't open, and I need to get it fixed, and I want to clean it out there because it's always misty. But look at this magic. Look at that. Oh my God, it's so sad. It makes me so happy. Oh, I literally cross my legs because I might go pee-pee. It makes me so happy. Look at that. Look at it. If you was in a hotel or something and you saw taps like that, you'd be like, oh, how do they clean them like that? I'll tell you. They use the Kilrock limescale remover. Yes, they do. They must do. Well, not all of them. Talking of hotels, currently looking at some at the moment because they're thinking of having a little adults trip up to Jeremy Clarkson's farm, pub, you know, his little shop and whatnot. Yeah, looking at options at the moment. Would be quite nice. Have a little getaway. It would be very nice indeed. It'd be nice to meet him, but chances of that are not very high. Toilet wise, I do keep on top of my toilet, so it's literally just a sort of quick wipe down. I don't like a dirty toilet, and sometimes I'm so obsessed that when I go for a wee myself, I'm like, oh, clean it before I sit down. Yeah, that's how it gets. Cleaning, flip it. I could be standing there like that. I'm going to wipe myself. I need a pee. I can feel it boiling in the bladder. And it's moving its way down south. But I'll still stand there and I will wipe that toilet down so it's nice and fresh. Yes, I bin the cloths I've used in the toilet. I never rewash them because it's... No. You just can't. So I'm refilling the mop with some Soflora. It is cranberry and orange. It's my leftover Christmas stuff, but I don't care. It smells nice. It's going on the floor. I'm not wasting it. Pop that in there, and I'm going to mop it over. Does anybody know how to get rid of wax from wax melts off a wall? I would be much grateful. I've used a bread knife to scrape it all off. I keep knocking it. I need to move where I've got it. I keep knocking it, and it got knocked the other night and the wax went all up the wall, and I was there with this little bread knife just scraping it all off. Almost like a little scraper. And yeah, it's left a waxy residue that you can see on the... You'll see it in a minute, and it's really, really bugging me, but I don't know how to get it off. To be honest, I don't want to sand down my wall and have to paint it again. Look what else I found. My eyeballs must be on some sort of like dirt detective. I'm not joking. So I opened up the dishwasher and I was like, I can see bits in the bottom, so I'm going to take that out. And I thought, right, I'll take this out. Oh my goodness me, look at that. Imagine licking it. Imagine drinking it. I always think these things. Yeah, I can't help it. I'm one of these people that unintentionally thinks of the worst things, and I hate it. I've literally had it all my life. It's got worse as I've had kids, and I can't help it. Sometimes I'll think the most awful thoughts, and I think, how am I even a human being if I'm thinking something so bad? Does anybody else get that? Really bad intrusive thoughts. Like, oh my gosh, you don't even want to know. And then I feel sick all day because my mind went there. in some dark, horrible, nasty place. But I don't even know how I got onto that. Oh yeah, because I said about licking. But look in there. Look under the door sill and up the sides. All up the sides, all up the stairs. Lovely, lovely, smelly dog poo. Does anybody know where that's come from? Yes, let's see how old you are in the comments. See if you know where that's come from. One of my favourite films when I was younger. Not The Burbs. The Burbs is the ultimate. Burbs is up there above all. But yeah, that was a good film when I was younger. I've watched it recently and it doesn't hit like it used to when I was a kid, but they never do they? So I've put some sieve down in here, getting the old toothbrush and I'm giving it a good going over. A nice little shine. Yes, it likes it. It's enjoying it. It's going, oh yeah, tickle me there, tickle me here. In the corners, Gabby. Scrape me down. I bet every time I've cleaned that dishwasher, it's been there looking with its germy eyes going, why does she always leave us? Why? Why are you leaving us? And then I shut it like I've done a good clean, and I haven't, because I haven't spotted this. No. So every time I wash the dishwasher, the dishwasher does a cycle, all this is in there. That's really grim. And I didn't know. Well, I do now. And like the washing machine, I will be on it. Yes, I will. Cleaning up the side of the cupboards there. This doesn't affect the dishwasher, obviously. I'm looking to change my kitchen cupboards at the moment. I'm looking to rip it all out. Rip it all out. Take it out and take it to the tip. And put in some different cupboards and whatnot. I just can't. I'm done with it. I'm at a point now where I'm done with this kitchen. It's not how I want it. I want it differently. I think that's probably my... as I've said, you got body dysmorphia, which I do have, and then I have house dysmorphia, where I will do something and I go, I love it. Oh God, look at it, I love it. And then within a week, I'm like, I don't like it no more. I don't like it. Why did I do it? I'm not happy with it. I mean, I'm all right with it, but I'd like to change the setting of the kitchen, if that makes sense. So if you hold your finger down on my dishwasher, it does a 1 minute quick cycle wash. So just to rinse all of that sieve away, and look how shiny it's come up. Yes, it has indeed. So I'm just going to spray around the doors. Yes, it's not very mucky on this side because I've been on it. I think I cleaned it quite recently. And yeah, that's a bit of a letdown. I like to see the grub and grime. I like to get all the gunge out, wipe it away, and then you see it shine. You're like, oh, yes, satisfying. But that wasn't very satisfying. Anyway, shut that up. Get the old fart sucker out and start hoovering up the floor. I will be doing the, the giveaway. Yes, I'll be announcing the giveaway winners next week. So keep your eyes peeled. If you see a watering can on my thumbnail, that's how you know. Because if I announce that it's a giveaway, then I'm going to have spam accounts like I had before. I've had spam accounts pretending to be me. So I will just put a little watering can on the thumbnail and then you'll know that's the video. But yeah, going round, giving it a little suction. Look at it standing by itself. Yes, self-independent hoover. And then getting the mop out, changing the head, because obviously I've done the toilet. That one's got to go on a hot wash. Getting another one out so I can do the floors, get it all nice and fresh. Oh yes, honestly, my house smells beautiful. Beautiful. Keep your eyes peeled for my wall. The wax. I knocked it again then. I just can't. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Mop and hoover will be linked down below if you are interested. And I just want to say a massive thank you for being here. I hope you're all really, really well. And yeah, I will see you lovely people in my next one. If you're new and you like what you see, please do subscribe. And I will see you, fan ferrets, in my next one.